Good day to you all, I'm Jerome here, and today I'll be giving my first impressions of an indie game that I've played recently on stream, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. So, a quick summary of what the game is about. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine is a narrative adventure about travelling, sharing stories, and surviving manifesting destiny. Yes, that was taken from the Steam page itself, but the description is accurate. And I also don't know what that actually means. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine is an indie visual novel with RPG-esque and adventure elements and is deeply rooted in exploration and discovery. In terms of story, you play as a wandering traveller who has been cursed by a wolf god, I presume, and in order to break this curse, you need to tell and gather stories across a folkloric Depression-era United States. Visuals. The game uses a mix of 2D and 3D design in order to get the story across. However, a main bulk of the game, being its visual novel side, is all in 2D, and only the travelling portion of the game will have any 3D elements. Having said that, the 2D art is incredibly stylized and sends the message across of a dingy and depressed America, with its lack of contrast between many colours and heavy shadows across many of the locations as well as characters. Most of your interactions with the characters will also be completely shrouded in darkness, with only a campfire lighting the surroundings, as shown in the background with gameplay of Quinn. Unfortunately, I can't say as much for the 3D aspect of the game, as it is done in a very simplified form with little eye candy for the player to look at as they travel through the country. However, the lighting does help set the mood pretty well, and for that, I give the game's visuals a 7 out of 10. Music and sound design. First off, I would like to mention that my taste in music is relatively wide, and I listen to many things from metal to orchestra, and now I'm even somewhat getting into K-pop. Somewhat. However, I have a soft spot for both jazz and country music, and this game 100% nails it. The music is magnificently composed and written by Ryan Ike, and the stellar performance by the musicians have invigorated my taste in such music again. Maybe it's just me, but this is probably the best soundtrack I've ever heard from a game in a while. Just take a listen.
Well, I got no companion except the wind. Going down to the river, gonna cleanse my soul.
By the way, I'm comparing this to games such as Undertale and Payday 2, both games which also have amazing music and scores. This game does not miss in the music department whatsoever, and just to re-emphasize, this is probably the best soundtrack I've heard for a game ever. Moving on to sound design, I believe that this is also well done, as it really helps to set the atmosphere for the game being a cold, unforgiving land in the open world of America. Unfortunately, the sound design, at least for me, was completely undermined by the music, and I can't say much more besides that. Therefore, I shall give music and sound design a 9 out of 10. Gameplay. Gameplay is incredibly simple, similarly to many other visual novels, and it's mainly just point and click. There are, however, many decisions that can be made to gain a character's favour and a general interaction with the environment. The movement controls are used sparingly and only used in travelling from location to location, which unfortunately can already be circumvented by either hitchhiking or using train stations. However, in terms of story, the game is rich, with characters with interesting backstories and many locations that make you curious and invested into the game world. Another noteworthy thing is the tarot cards. The tarot cards provide an interesting way of telling stories and adventures to the characters, and give a more organized and spiritual feeling to the stories that you learn along the way of your journey. Unfortunately, I have much more to explore in this game, so I do apologize if this section is relatively brief. However, having said that, I shall give the gameplay an 8 out of 10. Conclusion. I have to say, just through my first impressions alone, looking through the visuals, music, and some gameplay, I have to say that I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and I have no problem giving an all-round score of the game an 8 out of 10. Last of all, do I recommend it? Well, if you already enjoy the cowboy genre or cowboy-esque games, and you enjoy visual novels as well, I recommend you give Where the Water Tastes Like Wine a try. Hi, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you for watching it through. Please leave a like and subscribe and share this with your friends if you enjoyed it. And I will also link the game in the description, which sends you to Steam to purchase the game for, at least in my country, $20 right now. I do recommend the game. Please go get it if you like this kind of games, and it's quite fun. Besides that, I hope all of you have a great day ahead of you. And please come by my Twitch channel when you can. But until then, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!